Hello, it's Martin Evans here, the runner. Yeah, still do a bit of running, but this is my other great joy is the gardening, of course. So let's just have a little look at this lot. So we've got just created this bit down here. This is my nursery for small trees. So we've got quite a few things growing here. Let's have a little look at those. Got some oak trees, just little saplings, beech, eucalyptus, a kind of elderflower. There's some cuttings there, elderflower. There's some horse chestnut that we got going. There's a little one, look, trying to keep the leaves quite small. Not sure if it does anything. There's a load of other stuff down here. So I've covered all this area here with bark. Used to be, I had a shed here, so that's gone. My neighbour's wall's gone. Everything's gone, and we've created what is in effect a lovely cat toilet. So yeah, about 2 to 3 inches of bark on there. Cats love it. So just cut the grass. Got a nice stripe going down the middle. Not bad, not bad. So here's my little coo. I love this. I love this. Have a look at this. So this is a lovely emerald lace kind of Acer that I rescued last year. Look at the growth on that this year. Look. So it's in a big kind of lumpy old pot at the moment. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that. We could get about 5 trees out of that if we really wanted to, but I'm not sure I've got the energy. Here's another one that we're just trying to shape a little bit. This is actually in the ground, it's not in a pot. There's more here. There's another one down there. There's all sorts. We're going to have a look at some of these in a minute, but this is interesting because just look on here, we're trying to do a little air layering on this. So this section here, all being well, should come off as a tree. Not very good at air layering yet, but the other thing we're going to do is try and get this oak tree here, and we're going to try and air layer the top of that soon because it's getting a bit big. So let's go and see. They've got this section up here. We're going to try and cut that off as a separate air layer, maybe 2 even, and try and keep this tree quite to about here, and let it bush out and get a canopy going. Because I don't want it to be too big, because we've got a load of big trees at the back here which give us a lot of shade. What else have we got? Yeah, we got this Acer here, nice little Acer dissectum with those very cut leaves. Now there's a story behind this one, which is that we went to the shop, local, I better not say which one because they might come back to me, local nursery up the road one Sunday afternoon. It was very quiet, and we picked up this tree, and it was quite expensive actually, because Acer trees are expensive. I think it might have been as much as £90. I'm not sure. Anyway, it was a lovely tree and we really wanted it. Anyway, the guy behind the counter was pissed and ended up charging us, I think it was £9. It's so long ago I can't remember. It was definitely a bargain, and we thought, well, if they're going to put somebody like that on the tilt, we're not going to say anything. So got a bit of a bargain there. So that was in a pot for a while, but now we've planted it out in the ground, and it probably needs a bit of a trim. But this time of year, sort of late May, these things are just exploding. So I'm going to let that grow out a bit and see what happens. What else we got here? So this is the elderflower tree that those cuttings came from down there. Got another one of the rescues over here. This is an Acer that we rescued last year. So that was on a skip. Well, it wasn't on a skip, but the builder was going to dig it up, and we dug it up and planted it in the ground there. So to be honest, it needs a bit of shaping or something, that one. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that. So here we are, I've got a bit more down here. Got the old larch forest here, in the obviously in the beer barrel, beer crate. So that's just very early days for that. All needs shaping and various other things doing to it. This is a rowan tree. We're going to try and create a kind of we rescued this thinking it was an oak tree, and I pulled it up from the moors. It was only a tiny little sapling, so but don't tell anybody. And I had it all winter with buds on it. I thought, brilliant, got this lovely little oak tree with these little strands at the end. Came up as a rowan tree. So, but it's very vigorous now, so we're going to see what happens to that. Just a couple more to go here. So this is a general sitting area that we have over here. They just cut the grass, by the way. So we've got the olive, got a nice olive with a nice chunky branch. I bought that one. Not telling you how much that was, but it was quite a lot. Got the Dawn Redwood here that we bought quite recently. Now this one's interesting because I paid £50 for that, so that's quite a lot, but I think that might be 2 or 3 trees when it gets going. Of course I'm just starting with a bonsai. So here's some of my attempts. There's a bit of a juniper down here. Not quite sure about the display, but it's on the bottom of the... there it is. Where is it? Oh, see. Yeah, a bit of a juniper. There it is, sort of cascade style. Yeah, and then I've just got some other things growing, which are sort of experimentation. Let's see if we can see one of mine rather than one that I bought in. These are some little experiments of mine here. Got a little coniferous tree that came from Tesco's, and there's some oaks that came out of leaves that came from acorns, which is where they all come from, strangely enough. Here's an oak tree that's been in a pot for about 15 or 20 years. My daughter planted that, so that's quite precious. Even though it's not particularly aesthetic shape, it's quite a precious tree to us. And this is a Heartworth collection here. This little Acer over here. This is a Pièce de Résistance, so this Acer here is very kind of flat pads. It's really growing well this year, but I need to probably get it repotted. But we've grown this from literally a little seedling that we picked up when we were on holiday in Germany. Probably not supposed to do that, but it was in 1991 I think it was, or 92, because Hannah was just very young at the time. So that's literally 30 years old. So let's just have a look at the base on that. There you go, that's a bit of a nice bit of a trunk at the bottom of that, and some nice, quite small branches coming off it. But who cares, that's got a story behind it, so which is what we like. And here's another rescue tree. Actually, this was going to get thrown out by a friend who was doing some building work, and I said, "Oh, I don't really want this." I took it off him. Yeah, no problem. Anyway, so here we are. So this is from the other end. So just, as I say, just cut the grass, created a nice bit of a stripe effect there, and signing off. Maybe do some running sometime as well. So see you on the next one. Bye.